Guys, what's happening? In this video, we're going to talk about ways that you can make some extra money. So even up to like $1,000 extra a month, that's life-changing for a lot of people. I have a full article that I wrote with 19 ideas that I'll link down below if you want to read the full article. But in this video, we'll go through a handful of ideas. I'll pick a handful that I think are really great. And so sit back, relax, watch this intro, comment down below, and let me know what you're thinking about doing. And I'm happy to interact with you there, and we'll get right to it. Alright guys, let's get right to it. Let's start talking about some of these. So from this article that I wrote, again, full article down below in the description, but from this article that I wrote, I'll go through some of my favorites. One of them definitely is creating an Airbnb property. Now, to talk about Airbnb a little bit, you may be thinking, well, man, I don't have a property, first of all, so how am I going to make $1,000 doing that? Well, what's interesting about Airbnb is you can actually just rent out a room if you wanted to. But you may also be thinking, hey, I don't want to rent a room. That's our private space. That's what our family does, whatever. I totally get this. You could actually manage an Airbnb for another investor. So maybe there's someone with a rental, but you know that, man, as an Airbnb, this property can make more money. And I could do a good job at managing this. You can strike up a deal for a portion of the profits where you can actually manage the Airbnb property, just communicate with the guests, help do that aspect for a portion of the gross revenue or of the net revenue. Totally depends on what you want to do. But if you were to do this, you could easily, and not from necessarily from one property, but you could easily make $1,000+ a month. Okay, next one. One of my favorites, of course, is creating a blog, right? And I told you, hey, I've got a blog article down below. Why do I think that you should create a blog? Like, there's a lot of blogs, right? 700 million plus blogs. That's a lot. There's a lot of them out there. But the majority of them aren't going to rank, or they're not going to do well or whatever. But I think every brand should have a blog. Like if you're in the business of doing whatever, I think that a blog is a part of a business strategy in the first place. And I think if now in today's world, I think to create your own personal brand for whatever you're doing, I think there's an opportunity for that, right? There's an opportunity to have your voice heard and create content and then generate money from that content. All you have to do is, build enough of an ecosystem to get enough of your own traffic to generate $1,000+ a month. A lot of information on blogging. I'm happy to talk about it. It's been a long process for me of learning a lot over the years. I've probably built a dozen websites. I use, if you have questions on how to do it, hey, should I use Wix? Do I use a free platform? Do I use WordPress? What theme do I use? What hosting? I'm happy to answer all those. Ask those down in the comments. I'm happy to give you my feedback. The quick answers for those is I use Bluehost, I use Divi theme, and I have links to all those below, and they are affiliate links, but like these are all items that I use, and I think you maybe even get a better deal if you go through those links. But again, happy to answer any of those questions that you may have about blogging or how to create one, or what's the strategy to actually make money with a blog. Yeah. All right, next idea for you is to do graphic design. What's kind of interesting, or what I think is really interesting, is there used to be a big barrier to entry for graphic design, right? To learn the proper software just took time. There's a steep learning curve. But now with the invention of softwares like Canva, for example, there's a double-edged sword there. One, it's easy for you to learn. So on the flip side, maybe it's easier for a company to figure out, oh wow, we can just use this tool and we can do our own design. Someone has some skills at their office or whatever, or they want to hire someone part-time to learn that. So that's the flip side. But it's the barrier to entry for you to get in is much easier. And depending, I think, on what you choose to design, right? Like if you're doing like design today is totally different. Like you're not just designing a brand or a logo. You may need to be designing social media post or Pinterest post or cover images for things. And there's just so much more now to design that companies need to do it at a faster rate. They need to be actually designing more and more and more. So if you can become an expert at a tool like Canva, you could go in and you don't have to charge hundreds per hour or anything like that for design. You can charge an affordable rate and figure out how to do this, but you can easily generate $1,000 a month from design. If you haven't used Canva yourself, highly recommend it. Highly recommend Canva. It's a great tool. All right, fourth one. Again, remember, full articles down below if you want to see all of them. 19, I think, ways. But all right, here's the fourth one I'm going to talk about. Sell your old stuff on eBay, man. There is an insane online market for selling your stuff. What's amazing, it doesn't have to be eBay. Facebook Marketplace now is getting into the game directly, where you can sell your stuff straight on Facebook Marketplace, ship it to somebody. It's amazing. You can go around your home, I guarantee right now, find things that you haven't used in the last year. If you're willing to part with them, you could sell them today, probably for over $1,000. There's $1,000 of cash sitting in your house right now on items. If you tell me, well, I don't have anything, okay, I'm not even going to disagree with you. That's fine. Maybe you have no items. Maybe you have no contents. Go get free stuff. Go find free stuff literally on the side of the road, clean it up, turn around and sell it. Go get Craigslist listings where people are giving away their free stuff and they're like, man, I just want to get this out of my way, right? So there's so many reasons why people give away something for free. It's not necessarily always trashy. Maybe they're moving in a hurry and they have to clear out contents. Maybe they just inherited a bunch of stuff from their family and they don't have a clue what to do with it and they don't need it. So they're giving away free stuff. Well, that free stuff can turn around and be clean. You can figure out what has value and you can sell it. So that's number 4, and that one, oh my gosh, I just love that one. Flipping stuff is really cool. Now, it takes time. You're going to have the time, but oh, it's amazing. All right, 5th, final way. Create a print-on-demand company. So what in the world is print-on-demand? It's kind of exactly like what it sounds like. So this t-shirt I'm wearing was printed print-on-demand. So there are not 1,000 of these t-shirts or hundreds sitting on racks, and I bought it. I designed the shirt and then clicked the button. It was printed for me and it was shipped to me. So you can actually go and you can order this same shirt, my Destroyed the Box shirt. You can order it either on Amazon Merch. You can buy it directly at my store. So I have actually a print-on-demand store, bepositivewithus.com. And you could find this shirt, but you can create a store just like this. You can also do it with Etsy if you'd like. There's a multitude of outlets, but one way that I like to do it is with a company called Printful. Another one is called Printify, but these are the fulfillment companies that are actually the ones that are doing the printing of these items at their facilities, and then they're the ones shipping it out. But you can tie those companies with a online platform such as Shopify. So Shopify, an online store for e-commerce, which huge company. If you haven't heard of Shopify, I'm sure you have if you're watching this video. But so you can tie Printful and Shopify together to create an online store. So again, if you want to see an example, just hop over to bepositivewithus.com and you can see, and all of those items on there are all print on demand. So when you order one of those items, it gets printed and then shipped to you if you were to buy one. So that's a print on demand example. There you have it, guys. Those are the 5 examples. Tell me, comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking about doing. I'd love to start a conversation with you, have a chat, see what you're doing, what your thoughts are. Maybe you have some other ideas, and I'll add some more videos to the end right here that will give you some more ideas, more things that you can do. And give this video a thumbs up if you have not already. Think about subscribing to the channel. I'd love to be able to connect with you more in the future. Take care.